Good day, fellow YouTubians, and welcome back to another episode of Gamer Report, your weekly lowdown for them video game news. So, as we get older, we begin to look harder and harder for moments of nostalgia. Reminders of times back in the good old days. What was that? Diarrhea? Well, in an effort to help us nerds revive our fond memories of early gaming, GameStop is considering to sell vintage game discs and cartridges in the near future. Your mom is vintage. If this idea does come to fruition, GameStop will only be selling these titles of old online, and not in physical stores. How many of you like this idea, and would be interested in purchasing the games of your youth? Let me see, I think the first game that I had ever played was Super Mario on the SNES. The simple game mechanics of Mario remind me of the simplicity of my childhood. Go to school, eat, play video games, pick my nose, sleep, and then do it again. Moving on to our next topic, we have some new info on Dead Island.
Dead Thailand?
Now, assuming that the Earth isn't destroyed by zombies by the end of this year, then it's very likely that you will see a DLC of sorts in 2013. The new content will be called Dead Island Riptide, and will feature the same game mechanics, same characters, and a similar location.
Whoa, like Riptide has to do with water? I thought it was just like a super loud fart.
What we know about it so far is that various upgrades to the game engine will be taking place, and that new weather effects, primarily flooding, will be introduced. Well, in addition, players will be able to import their save games and continue leveling and upgrading their characters. In summary, if you loved the original Dead Island game, then there is no reason why you shouldn't love this expansion. But if you didn't like the original Dead Island, then you're probably out of luck. I played a little bit of Dead Island, but I didn't enjoy it enough to actually buy the game. And if you were wondering, I rented the game, I didn't torrent it. Don't judge. I remember that the turning point for me was when I got this awesome knife and I saw the zombie, I threw it at the zombie, and then I couldn't get the knife back. And, you know, the game autosaves, so I pretty much lost the knife forever. In fact, I think I even cried a little. Why, electric knife? Why did you leave me? So if you're one of the many people that saw The Dark Knight Rises at midnight and or just love the Batman universe,
I'm Batman.
Then you'll probably love the fact that the quirky first-person shooter Gotham City Impostors has gone free to play on Steam.
I remember when everything ran on Steam.
In this game, you play as one of the Jokers or one of the Bats, or what I would call extremely fanatic fanboys. Also in the game, you can play one of three game types: Team Deathmatch, Fumigation, which is a lot like Conquest or Battlefield 3, and a variation of Capture the Flag known as Psych Warfare.
They're messing with your mind, man.
It seems like the list of quality free-to-play games is really expanding, starting first with Team Fortress 2, Blacklight Retribution, and now Gotham City Impostors. Of course, feel free to add any that I might have missed. Which free-to-play games are you into right now? Now, I know Bethesda has had some problems with Skyrim on the PS3, but you know, I think once Dawnguard comes out, it'll be all good. In fact, you know, why don't I just check the Bethesda forums right now, you know, just see how it's going. Okay, just checking the Bethesda forum. Wait, they can't seem to fix the issues on Dawnguard and it may never come out for the PS3? As one Bethesda representative stated, this is not a problem we're positive we can solve, but we are working together with Sony to try to bring you this content. All I can say is that I hope that the PS4 makes it so Bethesda games actually work right.
Did someone say Fiesta? I want a party.
No, I said Bethesda. Ugh. On a happier note, here's some better news for all you PlayStation fans. Square Enix has announced that it will be releasing a Final Fantasy 25th Anniversary Ultimate Box. This collection will include the 13 main Final Fantasy games, which will be on PS1, PS2, and PS3 discs. All in all, the box will include 21 discs, and will also contain a special anniversary video disc, a soundtrack, and more.
What's a disc?
But as in most cases, there's generally the not so good news for every story. For this particular situation, the cost for the collection is at $447. And once the collection does come out on September 30th, it will only be offered in Japan, at least for now. I also happen to know that the PS3 hasn't done that great of a job with the whole backwards compatibility thing. And of course, the price tag isn't that appealing either. But what are your thoughts on this collection piece? Let me know in the comments below. You know what's better than winning $500,000?
Owning an original Ford Model T.
What? No, winning $1 million. Well, if you like Dota 2 and like to watch competitive gaming, then you should definitely check out the 2012 Dota tournament, the International. As you probably already guessed, the winning pot is $1 million. And you can also watch the game streamed live between August 31st and September 2nd. To see these matches, you can either watch it through your Steam client or through the link that I put in the video description. Oh, and Dota 2 will be free to play as well, so just another awesome free to play game. Okie dokie, well that wraps up this week's Gamer Report. As always, if you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, you would be my most favoritist person ever. Thanks for watching, and until next week, this is funnyeehn, signing out. Alright, so who wants to party in my Model T? Anybody? Anybody? No? Oh, man.